Someday we will get paid for this.
Secret Agent Man. There's a man who lives a life of danger. Everywhere he goes, he stays a stranger. And every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret Asian man. Asian man. You're living for tomorrow, but you're just another number. Goodbye. Flip McNair on the keys. And we're so happy tonight to have a secret agent man of sorts with us.
I'm not Asian, I'm Italian, and German and English.
Ed Schrader.
Yep, and I'm from Utica, New York. That's why I talk like this.
It says you're
Because
from
I'm
Baltimore.
No,
Utica.
I'm originally from Utica. We're only known for like Half Moon Cookies.
You were born in
and
1979?
Testicular. Yeah, 79.
So Pink Floyd The Wall came out, I think, that year. I was so disappointed. It sounded like disco.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. It's
That's the nipple film.
Don't educate us. I'm just saying, 79. So you're a young fella.
Yeah, 34, I guess.
Yeah.
Just turned 34.
Your life's just beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
You, and this is bizarre because you're only 34 and you're the president of Brunel University. You're a man of letters. You're a bon vivant, if I might say.
What's a bon vivant?
You're a good survivor, I think, is in French. Yeah.
Interesting. I like that.
Liver. You're a good liver.
Oh, really?
Musician.
Yeah.
You have a band called the Music Beat.
Oh, yeah, Ed Schrader's Music Beat.
Ed Schrader Music Beat.
When I'm in a car at night with you, I feel like we're made of stone.
Yeah.
And you have an album out called Jazz Mind.
Yeah, it's funny because there's a station in London and it's like a jazz station. And like 3 days before the album came out, they're like, very excited about the record, gonna get it in, been seeing the reviews, looks like getting some thumbs up there, and we'd like to premiere it on the radio. And then like 2 days later, they must have heard the album and just heard like the insane like da-da-da-da, you know, and then just like immediately unfriended me on Twitter. And then like I just never heard from them again, like, hey guys. But you know, I don't do jazz music, I do like kind of like this like Swans kind of thing, I guess.
Maybe the next album could be called Mind Jazz.
That could be cool, yeah. I was thinking Party Jail was one we were thinking of. Just kind of like that place, you know, when you're on tour and you want to go to bed and then kids like
brings you over to his house and makes you watch Dr. Cat do a bunch of quaaludes and shit, and you can't go to bed.
Can they even have quaaludes anymore?
I don't know, I think some people do.
They stored them up.
That's our generation.
I like that. I like that feeling of the quaalude.
Taking it back to the 90s.
Splendid.
When everybody was popping quaaludes. I work with this guy who's a Vietnam vet.
Go ahead.
I was like, oh, I got a show coming up in a couple days. Like, yeah, pop a couple quaaludes and do a good job. And it was the first time I'd heard that in a while. Yeah. He's a good guy too.
714. Now, aside from being both a bon vivant musician, which I am, a music critic, which I have done,
yeah,
if you call it that, a talk show host as well.
Ed Schrader!
I almost feel as though we're the same person, Ed.
Yeah, different
you know,
entities.
like we're.
And there can only be one.
You're Ed.
I'm Duncan MacLeod from the Clem.
And I'm Ed, and we are all together.
Yeah,
it's like I was saying earlier.
I thought you were going to do some Highlander thing and come out with a sword.
I don't have a sword.
Oh, well, yeah.
If I did, I promise you I would go get it.
You got the operation. I told him to do it. No operation. But you could if you wanted to. No, nobody wants to. People do. Some people do. Sex change.
What I was saying was that the energy between us is practically identical, and that it's almost like two negatives meeting in kind of a polar vice grip force of ice and melting mountain.
If I was a woman, I'd be Yoko and you'd be John. Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far.
You could be Yoko?
Ed. Wouldn't go that far,
ask-
but
I was gonna
I
ask
would
you to
say
friend
we
these
have
after
some
this.
things in common. What's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich would have to be the Paisano from Paisanos in Philadelphia.
Tell me about the wonder of lemon juice and salt.
Lemon juice and salt.
They really work well together, I think.
Um,
And garlic.
Yeah. Every morning I have to cut up 3 lemons and then put them in a black bowl and put them under the sweet tea that we serve at the deli.
So that's my main experience with lemons. And there's one woman that comes in and gets like a Greek salad with no onions, no olives, and no feta with lemon wedges. It's no longer a Greek salad, you know. It's just like going into like,
It's going on. I'm going to take this advanced women's studies class and then asking all the women to leave and then invite in like a bunch of like skinheads to
jerk off on your face.
It's like a free jazz salad.
Jizz salad. I said jazz mine. Jizz mine. Some people would joke around and call jazz mine jizz mine when it first came out. Friends, my best friends. And my mom. No. My mom hasn't heard it yet.
It's like alchemy.
Yeah.
Olive oil, lemon juice, and salt.
Yeah.
Makes me want to cry when you add garlic into that.
Oh, I like garlic. Actually.
It's like Jesus came down, he sat with you, he cut bread with you.
I do a pasta night once a week in Baltimore.
I'll bet he,
Oh, go ahead, no.
and he opened his heart to you through the medium of olive oil, garlic, lemon, and salt.
Yeah, there's these like almost like primordial like ingredients that people keep messing with.
I want to cry about it.
It's so good. Yeah. Hey, whoa.
Oh,
All right.
a cat has lightened the mood,
I do a
as
section.
always.
I do a section. Yin and yang, though. Look at that. Hey, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, you're beautiful. He's leaving. It's like every woman in my life. Or is it a
oh
man?
dear me.
Speaking of a man, David Bowie's got a new album coming out. His wife's name's Aman.
David Bowie,
Oh yeah, he's got all kinds of good songs.
I think he quoted
He's got one about space.
that Richard Meltzer had a quote on one of those Pebbles albums back in the day. He said something like, it might have been Lester Bangs too, I don't know, one of those guys. Sourpuss, music critic.
Wishes he could
Like us,
control,
right.
have androgyny and
Yeah,
Jump
he
up.
doesn't like the androgyny.
yeah.
But he was saying that LSD and David Bowie were the worst things that ever happened to rock and roll because it led to glam, poofy, the bad
It
things
led
that
to
happened.
Warrant, yeah,
And-
which is the
right.
problem.
Right.
Led to Nelson and Nelson, I guess, in a
Yeah.
weird way.
And
What a
also,
weird band that was. Remember Nelson and Nelson? After the rain.
did those guys plow into like a mountain?
I think they got crippled or something. I mean, I don't want that to happen.
No, their father
These are
plowed into a
wishes,
mountain.
wishes that might come true someday.
Those guys,
The dad died, unfortunately.
they're having a great time, I hope. God bless
Then
them.
Bono, the sheriff.
Must have been hard
U2 singer.
Growing up,
husband, died.
Willie Nelson's son.
Didn't he end up in a mansion with no electricity and just shaved it with no mirrors and stuff?
I think he's there now.
Willie Nelson's son, they're showing him in Star Magazine, like they showed the toilet that he was pooping in that wouldn't flush. Like I like Star Magazine, has nothing better to show it.
But I like LSD and David Bowie.
I've never done LSD, I'm a weed beer
I
guy.
have some now.
I'll do that. Not LSD, oh Jesus Christ.
Why not, baby?
Because like, that might mess things up for the world. No, not the world.
That's exactly the point.
I'll run for mayor.
No. Ground
Control to Major
Tom. Sorry, slipped in the way.
That's okay. You're doing good.
Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills,
then
put your funny glasses on. Oh, no. Eat your gummy worms.
Ground
7,
Major
6, 5 years. That's another one of my songs. Commencing countdown, engines on.
8,
Check
7.
ignition, and may God's love be with you, Philadelphia. Thank you. I think we need 2 more hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed Schrader. Check him out.
Thank you so much for having
Ed
me.
Schrader Music Beat.
Thank you.
Jazz Mind.
Really a pleasure.
Mind Jazz.
I didn't mean anything I said.
Trippin Balls.
Don't send any weird emails.
People.
Sorry.
People out there. Smelling it. Loving it.
Yeah.
And etc.
Paul Schaefer, watch out. You got competition. No, Paul Schaefer.
This is ground. The Tom to ground control. clapping through the dough. I'm stepping in the most unusual ways.
Thank you, Exxon, for sponsoring the show. No, Exxon didn't sponsor it. I don't give a frack about those guys. That's a joke. Pun.
Oh.
Pun. So,
I don't know what that means, Ed.
Oh, fracking is this thing they do with get the oil.
Fracking, that's when
Messes
you
up.
kill your lieutenant when you love him dearly.
Lieutenant Dan. No, Tom Hanks for Streets of Philadelphia.
Why do you keep talking about that movie?
Well, Bruce Springsteen was in it, and then it takes place in Philadelphia. And then they got the old stadium, Wrigley Field, which was the Philadelphia Phillies. No, that's Shea Stadium. No, I'm just joking. Thank you so much. I'll get out of your way now. Mitch Easter, REM
Mitch.
producer, is a good guy.
Mitch,
Oh, yeah, wait.
Mitch. What's the guy as the drummer on that?
Oh, Bill Berry. Bill Berry had an aneurysm.
Max Weinberg.
Oh, yeah. Max Weinberg, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Conan O'Brien's show. Our competition, we got to get rid of that guy.
Bruce.
Jay Leno's going to be kicking the bucket soon now, so.
I don't know.
Guess Joey Lawrence might come in there and fill in for him to get back
About everything.
for Bill Hicks's jokes. Oh, I thought we were done. I'm sorry. Dude, thanks so much.
Oh,
man.
no.
Dude, you gotta come on my show now.